Hi, good afternoon, CJ.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm alright.
Oh, I received your message this afternoon, and I wanted to make sure that I could see you before I went home for the weekend. You sounded very frustrated in your call, and I imagine that it has something to do with the last time we spoke. I know you were not happy with your dad and the family business and his lack of respect for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Well, what exactly happened today, CJ, that made you call?
Well, today, we were at the shop, and I had a client in my chair, and when my father heard the client telling me what kind of haircut he wanted, and when I started, I guess my father didn't agree with my approach to the haircut,
Okay.
and he came over and kind of took over the haircut. It was kind of embarrassing and everything.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is today you were servicing a client, giving the client a haircut. Dad didn't like the way you were uh, providing that cut, so Dad interrupted. He actually came over, and did he take the clippers from you while you were
Yeah, basically.
okay?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, and so you're telling me that frustrated you a lot.
All right.
Okay, so that's what prompted the call today. Okay, well, I can see where that could be very disheartening. I can definitely see where you would be embarrassed. Um, but how did you react in this moment? What happened?
Well, at the moment, I kind of just, kind of went with it. You know, all eyes were on us. So, it seemed like the shop kind of stopped and started paying attention to what we were doing. But, it kind of made me feel like I didn't know what I was doing. It was real embarrassing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, but Dad, have you ever tried speaking with Dad about these type of situations or the other things you've told me that has transpired before?
Yeah, I've tried to speak to him, but it seemed like we're not getting anywhere.
When you say you're not getting anywhere, what do you mean?
I mean, it seemed like everything just turns into an argument or him telling me what to do versus him accepting what I'm trying to tell him.
Okay. So you have tried speaking with him, but it turns into an argument.
Yeah.
Now, what have you spoken with anyone else besides me about this situation and Dad?
No, I haven't.
You all hadn't used anyone mutual to kind of hash this out?
No.
No. Okay, so in the family business, so it's just you, Dad, and
It's some other barbers there.
but Dad is the owner
Yes.
who's passing the business down to you.
Correct.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter that you haven't spoken with anyone else. I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough to call me, and especially when you get into situations like the one that occurred today. And I'm glad that I was available to help you. I want you to know that anything that you say here in this counseling office, anything that you share with me is completely confidential, unless, of course, I feel like you are in danger or some harm is coming to you, then I would have to report that to the authorities. So anything we share here is strictly between us, okay?
All right.
Okay, so now this frustration, this embarrassment, this anger um, is really starting to upset you with your dad, right?
All right.
So what do you think that you can do to avoid these things happening?
Um, well, I try to get to the shop at a time where, you know, my client is already there. So I can just kind of get to work and don't have to really, you know, get into any verbal combat with my father. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It kind of helps that when I'm at the shop, I stay busy, so it kind of limit the in between time. But that's no way to really work with somebody. I want a comfortable environment. You know, I don't want to go to work and feel frustrated and angered and embarrassed. So
You are okay. So let's see. I, this is what I'm hearing, and you correct me if I'm wrong. I'm hearing that you are now uncomfortable at work as well. And this uncomfortability is because of dad embarrassing you at work.
right.
Okay. All right, well, let's do this. Let's play a little game of role reversal today. I am going to be CJ Holmes, and you'll be
Dad.
Dad. You'll be Dad. I'm sorry. My throat is really scratchy. I apologize. But yes, you're going to be Dad. I'm going to be CJ. And before we begin, we're going to take a few seconds and really think about, I want you to really think about your dad and his position and how he's feeling. And I kind of feel like with everything you share with me, I know you and what you're feeling. So I will be you, okay? So we're going to play a little game of role reversal. So I'm ready when you are.
Well, CJ, you have to get here at 9 o'clock. My father, when he had the shop, he opened the business at 9 and he closed at 7. That's the way we've been doing it. That's the way we're going to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
But Dad, I don't have to get here at 9 o'clock because my clients are not scheduled for 9 o'clock. I have a younger clientele who have jobs or they only come in on their lunch hour or after work. You have a younger clientele, which is why your clients come in earlier. So that's why I don't come in at 9 and I don't feel the need to come in.
Well, CJ, you have to be professional. You have to be professional with everything you do. When I first started being a barber, the barber was the most professional person in the neighborhood. And that's something you should take pride in. It's a lot of tradition in the shop. This is your family shop. And you have to respect that, and you have to keep it going.
Dad, I understand what you're saying. I do take pride in it. I'm like a premier barber. I left another shop to come work with you. I am taking pride in what I do and how I do it, but I just do things differently because I have a different group of clients than you have. And times have changed.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Times haven't changed. The barber is still the barber. You have to be professional overall. You can't just rely on your skills. You have to have skills and professionalism. That's the only way it's going to work.
Dad, I'm really good at what I do, and I am professional when I come to work. I wear my smock every day. I make sure there's no profanity in the shop. I take pride in our family name. I advertise for the business. I am a professional, Dad. You have to see what you really have to respect what I'm trying to do for the family business.
But you come in late, you leave early, you take shortcuts doing haircuts, and that's just not the way things are done.
Dad, they have different tools now. They got new tools that you use, and you can work faster than you could. I don't have to use all the tools that you all use because now we got tools that do all of that in one. So I can work a little faster. And if I don't have clients, Dad, why would I stay at the shop?
Well, you have to be seen. You have to let people know that you're here and that you're ready. So whenever they want to come in and get a haircut, that you're here. You can't just concentrate on your appointments. You have to be available for everyone.
But Dad, I just want you to know that you really hurt my feelings. You upset me and you embarrassing me when I'm trying to give haircuts. and I'm not necessarily sure if I could continue to go on like this.
Well, see, there's only one way to do it. This is the family business, and if you want me to pass it down to you, then you're gonna have to see things my way.
Okay. Well, all I can say is that I want to work with you. I want to carry on the family tradition, but I want you to also see things my way. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And please stop hurting my feelings. And if you can, don't come over while I'm giving a haircut because you embarrass me. It makes me look like I'm not doing my job or I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll stop right here so far. So from this conversation, CJ, uh, what do you think about your father and what he's saying? What have you learned?
Well, I get that he wants me to be like him, and I get that he wants to leave the family business in good hands.
Okay, so it sounds like you kind of understand where he's coming from, but it just seems to be a difference in how the business should be run or how you should behave as a barber, being a younger barber with him being an older barber. Is that correct?
All right.
Okay, so what can you take away from that conversation? Um, what have you learned? Can you take away to help bridge the gap between you and Dad?
Um, just that tradition is important, and that the community really relies on their barbershop, and you know uh, I can't take what he's trying to tell me personally, and I really just would like if he kind of conformed to some of my ways as well.
Okay, so you would like to see you guys working together harmoniously, but him also letting you incorporate some of your ways into the family business. Is that what
Right.
you're saying? Okay, so let's do this, CJ. Between now and the next time we meet, I would like for you to have a conversation with your dad, a calm conversation where you are controlling your anger and you are having a conversation with Dad just as you are with me and share with him what you're feeling. Let him know I'm embarrassed. It makes me angry, and you tell him why. Tell him that you do understand what he wants you to do, and see if you guys can come to some kind of common ground. Can you do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, so your next appointment with me is next Thursday. Okay? So by next Thursday, do you think you can have this conversation with him and maybe you guys can come up with some ideas where you can do some of the things that you like to do and but while still maintaining the integrity of the family business?
Sure.
Okay, well that sounds good. So I'll see you next Thursday and I'm expecting to hear a good story from you, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, you take care, CJ. Have a great weekend.
All right.
Okay.